Pork or mac in the window. The barbecue pork mac and cheese, all around, just a very flavorful dish.
Oh, I think it's kind of a guilty pleasure, actually.
What dish are we making first?
Pulled pork on macaroni and cheese with barbecue sauce.
The health craze is taking over Fargo.
We're gonna make the spice rub for our pulled pork. Brown sugar, paprika, chili powder, cayenne, garlic powder, onion powder,
Kitchen sink.
dried oregano, coriander, cinnamon, nutmeg,
Fenugreek.
dry mustard powder,
Sumac.
chipotle powder.
Nothing else you want to add to it? Why weren't you guys friends in high school?
Well, I didn't get the seat at the cool kid table.
Well, who's the one on the show right now?
The tables have turned, yeah.
Oh, how you enjoying the lobby?
We're gonna take our pork. We score it a little bit. We want the salt to be in every little square inch.
Really work its way through.
Yeah. Black pepper as well, pork rub. Now we're doing the mustard. This has vinegar in it, which is gonna help break down a lot of the connective tissue that we have here.
We're gonna grill it with the mustard.
That's correct.
Okay.
It's like that char flavored. Now we're gonna get our braising liquid together. Beer, cola, cider vinegar, some Worcestershire, liquid smoke,
A lot of it.
salt.
Pour this in.
Braise this for about 2.5 hours, just until you can shred it.
Dig it. Next up, mac and cheese.
Half and half,
In the double boiler, so it doesn't have direct flame contact, so it doesn't burn it.
heavy cream, cream cheese, shredded white American cheese.
Do you think you want to get a bigger
Shredded,
pot, Chef?
shredded cheddar, no. It'll mix, gotta give it some time.
Oh, I'll get the time for you. What do you want?
No, I need my assistant back. Set up.
Alan!
You're into Gouda? All right.
It's so good.
My little Guy bird feeder. Just put some Gouda out there. Now we're gonna make our little sauce mixture for the mac sauce. Buffalo sauce, salt, pepper, onion and garlic.
Stir that up.
Add it to our sauce. Take our immersion blender and make sure everything gets incorporated properly.
What do we have left?
Barbecue sauce, ketchup, Dr. Pepper, Worcestershire, cider vin, brown sugar, paprika, cayenne, chili powder, garlic powder, onion powder, bay leaves, salt. Bring it up to a boil and then simmer for about a half an hour.
Gosh, there's a lot of ingredients in this monster.
Take a little bit of oil, pork, let this sear off. Noodles into our mac sauce, plate our pork sauce.
This comes with a side of treadmill. Pickled jalapenos. It's a dynamite dish. Everything's gotta be right. Any one part of this not being right, you just put two sides together and call it a main dish. That's right on top of right and added some more right. The pork is delicious and not dried out. The barbecue sauce has got fantastic tang and not overly sweet. The mac sauce gives you that thin, silky, creamy texture. And the real kicker to the whole thing is the diced jalapenos, a little bit of the acidity, a little bit of the heat. Delicious dish. I mean, like, really have to take it away from me. I want to eat it all kind of dish.
We got the barbecue pork or mac and cheese.
The pulled pork has a really nice flavor, and the mac and cheese is nice and gooey.
Is just the perfect amount of sauce on it. It has a little bit of a tang.
The Witowski is their take on the cheesesteak. It's kielbasa, which is tying into our Polish neighborhood.
It's amazing.
Now what are we into?
The Witowski, that's what it's called. So in Philly, you get a cheesesteak with onions or without onions. We added a ski on the end, so now we Polishized the with or without ski. So kielbasa is the meat of the Polish people.
You're gonna make your own kielbasa.
Paprika, onion powder, coarse black pepper, salt, fresh garlic. Different than granulated garlic, which we're adding now. Into the ground pork
Now, this is gonna get mixed up
with these man hands right
with
here.
these man hands. Got it.
We're gonna throw it right in the oven, 400 degrees for 2 hours.
What's up next?
House-made cheese sauce, butter, chicken stock that we strained when we cooked the wings,
Got it.
granulated garlic, onion powder, and the coarse black pepper. I'm gonna whisk it with this professional whisk we got here.
And
Whisk
what's
it.
going on with the cheese here?
So that's a sharp American cheese.
I like it.
So this is the kielbasa loaf. Slice it almost like a lunch meat,
Like a what?
like a lunch meat. Deli meats, or what do you call them?
Lunch meat.
We're gonna launch it into your mouth.
Who would have thought of kielbasa launch meat? And these are house-cut fries, double fried?
There you go. Add some caramelized onions right on there. Finish it off with the cheese sauce.
Okay.
Look like a pork roll, but it's a kielbasa.
Pork roll. It's delicious. It's unique. I don't think I've ever had anything like it. It is part ham and cheese. It is part cheesesteak. There's those big flavors that you get in kielbasa. And the uniqueness of how you do it, from making it into the loaf to slicing it to throwing it on the flat top, kind of caramelizing the sausage. That is a destination sandwich.
I'll take a little pound
Okay.
for that.
You're gonna put on a few pounds if you eat that.
I limit myself to 1 a month at this point.
There's no way that's even begin to be true about that.
No, I lied.
Witowski?
The kibasi's so like crispy, and with the onions, got a really rich flavor.
Is it okay that they're taking the most prized possession in the sandwich world, the Philly cheesesteak, and doing this funky Polish spin to it?
Everybody loves it.
Giant potato pierogi on there.
Parmesan is so Cleveland. Why does it get called Parmageddon?
First suburb outside of Cleveland going south is Parma. Parma is the Polish hotbed in Cleveland, and pierogies is a main staple.
Okay.
We're gonna start with our grilled bread every time. Turn our saute pan on. We're gonna add our vegetable oil. We're gonna brown our pierogies. They're just fresh potatoes, a good hearty cheddar cheese in there. So we brown them real nice on both sides. Add our grilled onions.
Flambe grilled sandwiches.
Look
You never see
out,
that.
girls. Nice soft cabbage for us. Oh, this is the kraut spice that we made earlier today.
Okay.
Vodka. And then some cider vinegar, and that's it. All we're gonna do is just let this get happy.
You are crazy.
I try, man.
I'm telling you, Michael Simon, Eric at Momocho, Heather at Lucky's, and now this cat, I don't know about this town. Crazy people. Okay, so
This is gonna reduce, all the liquid's gonna be gone.
I'm gonna flip the bread.
Oh, please do. Some sharp cheddar cheese goes on both sides of the bread. We do approximately 4 ounces of cheese on every sandwich.
Yeah.
Pierogies down first. All that good caramelization and goes on top.
Easy.
Flipping that bad boy onto the tray, into the meltification machine.
Yes.
3 to 5 minutes in that oven to get this to be the perfect grilled cheese sandwich. All right, let's do this, man. Boom.
Oh, man. Out of bounds. Crunch on the bread, fantastic. Pierogi, great. But the cabbage with the vodka and the cider, it's over the top and around again over the top.
Oh, thank you.
That is one of the best grilled cheese I've ever had. You know who I have to bring in here? Now, Paulie, tell me what you think of this.
That's the bomb. Bursting with flavor.
Oh, thank you.
Bursting.
Pierogies were new to me, so it's nice to have it in a sandwich. Outstanding.
It's hard to describe.
It's so much more than a grilled cheese sandwich.
Our 2 crab cakes. My idea was to take a 4 to 5 star restaurant, that quality of food,
And the
quality
medium
that-
is grilled
that
cheese.
everybody's used to.
Burger on blue cheese.
Everybody loves grilled cheese, and they just do a lot of different neat things to it.
In-N-Out grilled cheese, table 9.
I have the inside-out grilled cheese. It's so good. It's got this crunchy cheese on the outside, and on the inside there's guacamole and black beans. It's very different than any other grilled cheese that you're gonna find.
What are we making, Chef?
Salsa, Anaheim's, roasted red bell pepper, and roasted green pepper.
And jalapenos?
You've got it. Whole stewed tomatoes,
Have light on.
green onions, little garlic, toasted ground cumin,
Beautiful.
a little bit of sugar,
Thanks, honey.
chopped red onion.
Agua?
That is actually white vinegar, sriracha, cilantro, and our house seasoning.
And that makes the salsa.
Now we're gonna make our black beans. A little bit of olive oil,
Sweat the peppers and onions.
salsa,
Okay.
canned beans,
Okay.
strained,
And a little bit more of the magic dust.
salt, garlic salt, black pepper.
Must swell up like a puffer fish.
Then we just add a little bit of water.
And how long are we gonna let these cook?
15 minutes.
After this?
We make the grilled cheese. A little butter on the grill, add our shredded cheese down.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
This is what makes it inside out. We're trying to get a crispy and a chewy effect. Cover that lid over there, let that steam so that that cheese on top melts while the cheese on bottom crisps up just right.
Yeah.
Fresh made guacamole on here.
Everybody tuning in home, this is the weirdest grilled cheese we've ever seen on Triple D.
Take a scoop of beans. We'll hit
Okay.
it with a little sriracha.
And that's all she wrote. I don't know who's trying to be funny around here, but that kind of looks like somebody's hairline. I've had a lot of crazy food, dude, but this is taking it. You get this fried crunch, we call this the skirt. Then you take delicious beans and guacamole, stick them inside of a really thick quesadilla. Dynamite.
Thank you.
Di-
That's how I fist bump. Get a kick out of
Things
it.
are getting weird.
All right, you guys, I have those inside-out grilled cheese for you.
It's just a really unique flavor.
It's really good, really cheesy.
That's up there in grilled cheese history. A really off-the-hook spin.
Enjoy.
You have to get the Dad's Burger.
Unlike any other burger I've ever had.
The best part about it is the bacon and the blue cheese literally seared right into the burger.
3 Dad's Burger medium rare.
An amazing combination.
That's made it the top seller.
You always want to come back and have it again.
So when Julio Pates and Christine Collins bought the joint nearly 2 years ago,
Right, I got 2 Dad's Burgers.
they made sure to keep it on the menu. So kitchen manager Luis Becerra could keep on cranking out more than 7,000 a year.
So juicy. Best burger in town.
Let's do the Dad's Burger.
Okay,
Chop the bacon, small squares.
the bacon is going on top.
Yes.
Okay.
Gonna crust it on the burger.
Gonna crust it.
Yep. Make a little bit of the bacon. It's going with blue cheese.
Interesting.
People love bacon and blue cheese. 8 ounces.
So you're hoping that that all sticks together?
Yes.
You think you got it?
Yeah, don't say anything.
What, is it quiet time right now? We don't want to scare it?
Concentration. There we go. That's the burger right there.
Who made this up?
I did.
This is your idea?
Yes.
That's awesome. Now what?
The Aleppo spread.
The Aleppo?
chili spread. Yeah. Aleppo is the chili from Syria.
It tastes like hot paprika.
Yeah. We have roasted garlic. We need to brine it up.
And what are you going to do with the oil?
We got to use it for the spread, actually.
Oh, it smells awesome.
A couple eggs.
Gonna work as some binder.
A little bit of salt, pepper, blend it up.
We're now putting in the garlic oil.
Aleppo pepper and lemon juice.
Good to crush you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Squeeze it. And that's it. It's Aleppo spread right there.
Get me all that to go.
Take it.
Let's make the burger.
All right.
Oil's down, bacon goes down first.
Yep. Salt and pepper. We need to use this press.
We gotta make sure the bacon cooks all the way through.
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't cook all the way through...
And when you flip it, all the flavor come out.
Go.
Flip the burger.
There it is. Holy crustification. And it's just sitting there cooking in that bacon fat galore.
Burger bun.
He's so killer.
Here we go.
The bacon smashed on it. And you guys make your own fries too?
Yes, every morning. Let's put some spread.
Good fry, man.
Thank you.
Stand back, this will get messy. Drum roll, please. This is juice. Dude, it's probably the juiciest burger you're gonna try. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the bounds, and this is out of bounds. This thing is righteous.
Thank you.
Dude, take a look here at how the bacon and the cheese have just melded. Killer burger. This is a cross between Hodad's and Squeeze In. I mean, this is up there at that level of burger greatness. Something so simple, done so right. Grand slam. Awesome.
That's burger.
It's just delicious every time I come here.
I got the crab melt.
It's a grilled cheese sandwich, and it has a crab cake in the middle. It's what they're known for here.
Let's get into it.
All right, so first thing we're gonna do is add our mayo to the bin. Next, we're gonna add our eggs. Then our fresh lemon juice. I like to use honey mustard. A little sriracha. I think
Very
sriracha
nice.
just makes everything better. It's just a little crystal hot sauce, a little extra heat. And then
Okay.
Worcestershire sauce, Old Bay seasoning.
Say hey for Old Bay. There you go. Black pepper.
Hey. Actually, this is celery seed.
He's at 1 point over here.
Little celery seed.
Very nice.
And then baking powder. A load of fresh chopped parsley. And then we whisk her up. She's good to go. Next, we add our panko breadcrumbs. So we want to make sure it's incorporated in real good.
Now the crab, let's talk about that.
Jumbo lump.
Treat it very gingerly now, correct?
Exactly.
Because you don't want to bust it up.
People like to see those real big lumps.
My lovely
Right.
crabby lumps. That is some creamy...
Actually, this will solidify once it sets.
It's gonna have to.
So we're gonna throw a little butter on the grill.
Okay.
We're gonna take our crab cake, put it right on the butter. Butter the bread.
You and butter.
Monterey Jack cheese.
I mean, shouldn't you have it like on a squirt pump or something? Like
Probably. We're gonna steam the bread, just make sure we melt the cheese real good.
So we're gonna let this cook up on both sides?
This is our crab melt.
Wow. Crab cake is a little bit creamier than most people expect.
Yeah.
Crispy on the outside, tons of crab. No question about the amount of crab in there. Nice crunch of the toast, not too much cheese. You pulled it off, man. Nicely done, man.
Thank you.
Nicely done.
I love it. It's a favorite.
It's moist, it's fresh, it's delicious.
You can either have it plain or angry.
Angry here means sriracha and jalapeno.
Cowboy Junkie burrito up.
The Cowboy Junkie is Kansas City in a burrito. It's just stuffed with pork, cheesy, delicious.
What are we getting into first?
Smoking our mesquite pork.
I don't even want to know what this is.
Makeshift smoker.
Very strange. We're not going to season the pork at all.
It's going on just like it is.
Okay, so just an hour to perfume it with the smoke.
Then it's gonna get a wet rub on it. We're gonna start off with some chipotle and adobo, ground oregano, ground black pepper, garlic powder, salt, olive oil.
Well, I'm telling you what, this is gonna be lacking any flavor by any means. Garlic?
Red bell pepper.
This is one of the funkier taco meats that I've come across, by the way.
Julienne onions.
Okay.
Add some cold water. Throw it in the oven at 250 overnight, 10, 12 hours. Now we're gonna do our chorizo. We got our ground picnic pork, which is like the arm and the shoulder, oregano, cinnamon, cloves, cayenne pepper, coriander, cumin, salt, pepper, a little bit of sugar to sweeten that up, garlic powder, chili powder, paprika.
I like when the seasoning gets 50-50 on the meat. That's where we're at right about now.
Pureed chipotle and adobo.
Okay.
Apple cider vinegar. Let it rest overnight.
What's our final step before we build the burrito?
Queso blanco.
Okay.
Red onions, salt, help those babies sweat up. Milk, our cheese.
Nothing happier than a big bucket of processed cheese. That is a lot of queso.
Cream here. Serrano peppers all charred up with some milk.
So this is gonna cook down.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's see it.
Flour tortilla, chorizo. We actually throw the mesquite pork on top of that so those juices flow together. Roll it up.
See those little moves he did right there? Little push, pull, mate.
Drop it in the fryer.
That's nice. Comes with a gym membership.
Do a nice bed of our Spanish rice. The Cowboy Junkie burrito in the center of that. Queso blanco.
There we go.
Spicy bacon pinto beans. Fresh pico de gallo, cilantro. That's your Cowboy Junkie right there.
You know what that's lacking?
No.
Nothing. Brother, you are the flavor man. It's balanced, delicious heat. The beans are definitely a plus. You got smoke in the pork. The queso, it's creamy, silky. Love the pico on there. That's a really good burrito. Have you seen lasagna that big?
Not before, no.
It's the cheesiest lasagna you'll ever eat.
What are we starting with?
My grandmother's
Okay,
Sunday sauce.
okay.
Olive oil, pork ribs, and neck bones.
Any prosciutto?
No,
How did you know what that was?
because I'm Italian.
You call it prosciutto in Denver?
Call it prosciutto because
Well,
I'm not
from
from New
New
York. Garlic salt.
What's up next?
She made us put everything in the sauce in threes because it blessed the sauce. Father,
So one garlic.
Son, Holy Ghost.
That's a lot of garlic.
That's the perfect amount of garlic.
I thought so too. That's what I meant to say.
Onion, parsley.
What about the father and the son?
I'm saying it to myself.
I want to be in on it.
Crushed tomatoes, fresh basil, black pepper,
And salt.
Tomato paste goes in.
And a lot of water. And how long is this gonna cook?
About 3 hours.
What's up next?
Nana's meatballs.
Is Nana different than Grammy?
No, I called her Grammy. My kids called her.
Nana.
It's half pork, half ground beef. Mix it together.
Now, she taught you these recipes by you standing next to her, or did she just throw you right in the mix?
She had horrible arthritis.
Oh,
so
really?
I was her hands. Chopped onions, soft breadcrumbs, basil, garlic,
You guys love your garlic.
parsley, Romano cheese,
Salt.
black pepper, and eggs.
How many meatballs will this make?
About that tray's worth.
Okay, good.
They're about 1/3 of a pound.
Ooh, we're really coating the pan up, huh? So we're not just gonna bake them, we're gonna also give them a little pan fry. 350 degrees, how long?
15 minutes.
Next up?
Whole milk ricotta cheese, black pepper, eggs, fresh parsley, mozzarella provolone blend, and Romano cheese.
How many layers are we making?
Probably 6.
Okay, just shout it out when you know the answer.
You make me so nervous.
I'm just standing there talking. Granted, I'm questioning.
The place of my origin.
Well, that we know is just a gigantic farce. Did you see that you're trying to kick me on Triple D? All right, Vic, let's see it.
Olive oil. We line our noodles up. It's got to be 7 by 7.
It's gotta be 7 by 7.
Sauce. About half the cheese on this layer.
How much of the sausage is going in there?
All of it.
That's a lot of sausage.
The family that makes it has been in business for 100 years. They were friends of my grandmother.
Got it.
Noodles.
Noodles again. Sauce again. Cheese again.
Meatballs.
Oh, this should be an interesting number.
A lot of meatballs.
Well, that can't be the real way, Vic. I think
It's
I'm being
12.
told a story. 12,
It's 12.
okay.
How many do I have in there now?
I have no clue.
Me either. Provolone. Noodles.
How long is this gonna bake? 4 years?
About 3 hours.
Whoa! That is a monster. Oh, the parsley made it healthier.
Yeah, eat your vegetables.
One small bite for man. So I know that this is the lasagna portion for the entire family. Lots of ricotta, delicious meatballs, tender pasta, dynamite sauce. You make this roll yourself also?
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. This is old school American Italian, exactly the kind of lasagna I would expect to go and get at Grammy's house. Dynamite.
Lasagna for Lou.
How are we gonna start the dough?
We make a poulish. For me, it's all about the dough and the slow rise and the fermentation.
Let's see it.
First thing we're gonna do is add some water, a teeny bit of yeast, and then the flour.
Now we mix this up?
Yep, for about 5 or 6 minutes until it's nicely incorporated, no lumps. And then we let it sit about 17 hours in the basement.
Make one for today that we're gonna use for tomorrow.
Yep, exactly.
Take it. Okay, poulish is ready.
Yes.
Oh, if they made cologne, this should be the Guy Fieri brand of cologne.
Eau de pou. We're gonna dump the poulish in. Look at that. Next, we're gonna add Italian flour, and then some more yeast, some cold water, and last, some Italian sea salt.
We're gonna let this proof up?
Yes, and now we'll mix her up.
10 minutes?
The key is to mix it just enough. You don't want to get the glutens too stretchy and tight. Cover it up, let it sit for about 10 minutes, cut it into 9-ounce dough balls, put it into a dough tray, and then put it in the cooler overnight.
So this isn't a 24-hour dough, this is a 48-hour dough.
Yep, it's a 2-day process.
Oh, it's gonna have really nice yeasty flavor.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to open a bakery.
Yeah?
And call it the Yeasty Boys.
I like it.
West Coast.
Minnesota.
So give me the rundown. What are we making?
We're making our house-made fennel sausage. We have ground Berkshire pork. We add toasted fennel seed, fresh chopped garlic,
So chili flake?
salt, and freshly ground pepper, which we grind ourselves, of course.
You have to.
Yep.
She's saying all the things there. It's like music.
We massage the pork.
This is gonna make a happy pizza.
And then we're just gonna flatten it out a little bit. 400 degrees.
15, 20 minutes?
Yep.
Got it. Next up.
Our house red sauce. Start off with some fresh ground California tomatoes.
Stanislaus?
Yes. How'd you guess?
From Cali.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, west side. And then Stanislaus, red pear tomatoes, tomato puree, salt, dried basil, dried oregano, granulated garlic, and a little bit of onion powder. Whisk her up.
Wish I could get some of this to go. Next up.
Let's make my Sha-Roni.
No throw?
No, that's just for show.
You don't believe centrifugal force has anything play in it?
Maybe, but you know, this is just a 9-inch pizza.
Oh, okay. Well.
The house red sauce, Wisconsin, mozzarella, fennel sausage that we made earlier, natural casing pepperoni.
Audio bypass? Adios.
Stick it in the oven.
So we're running the deck right around, what'd you say?
Between 550, 600.
Okay.
Yep. They cook fast. You don't have to wait long for a pizza pie here.
Still a final crisp on it?
Oh, yeah. All right.
Look at that right there. Look how thin that is. We got this heirloom pork with the real fat in it and the real flavor, and the fennel's rocking this. A lot of people say, oh, sausage and pepperoni. I've had that all the time. This is way beyond your everyday pizza joint on the corner, sausage and pepperoni. You gotta try this one.
It's the most heightened, delicious pepperoni sausage pizza you've ever had. You're like, this is what pepperoni is supposed to taste like.
Wait a second. Lasagna at a barbecue joint.
I've never had lasagna like this before in my life.
It's like a meat pie. It's like the perfect combination of it. Italian lasagna and barbecue.
So we're brining chicken for what?
Barbecue lasagna.
Ow, we just did great. And now you're gonna make me lasagna?
Everyone seems to love it. It's very good.
We'll see.
Hot water.
So the sugar.
Kind of melt it down a little bit. Salt, fresh garlic.
Okay. Red chili flake, some thyme.
Cool the water down before the chicken goes in so it doesn't start to cook the chicken.
How long are you gonna let this brine?
24 hours.
Bring it out, dry rub it into the smoker, and how long is it gonna go in the smoker?
About 4 hours.
What temp?
225.
Shred it. And now we're gonna make barbecue lasagna.
Yes, we are.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
Put a little sauce on the bottom to keep it from sticking.
We got noodles that have been cooked off.
And we'll start building our layers. Do pulled pork first.
You think that's enough pork? I was kidding.
Yes. A little more sauce.
Okay. So we're gonna glue it all together with some cheese.
Another layer.
There you go.
A little sauce on it. Our second layer is gonna be the pulled chicken.
It has all my favorite food groups in it.
Top layer, spicy Cajun sausage.
That's been cooked and rendered down. A meal like this looks like you're gonna be feeding UFC fighters.
We decorated every one of these, initials, a couple hearts. We wrap it.
It's gonna go in the oven for an hour. I can't wait to see this.
There we go. I'll give you a normal size piece.
You got a ton of protein, good amount of cheese, and a lot of noodle. Al, buddy, I'm gonna tell you, it's exactly what you want. When you want some pasta, you want some barbecue, because that right there shouldn't work for a lot of reasons, because of how big it is and how much flavor there is, but it is really good. You got enough meat in there, but not too much, just done in balance. That is true indulgence, dude. Well done.
It's richer and heartier and just has a really good flavor.
I didn't know what to expect eating barbecue lasagna, but it's phenomenal. It's really good.